Hi, there's 3 things I learned on this job where I was making this 3-cornered bowl, and you're gonna wanna know what they are, so let's get going. The first lesson, turn your camera on. You can't catch it if you're not recording. And we'll see more about this later, and there's 2 more that are coming right now, so buckle up, here we go. I think we're gonna use one of these. Probably the smaller one on the right. Opposite corner, over here. There we go. Second time around on this one. Yeah, let's get it where it goes. And it still hits. I think I'm just gonna try it with this flap disc here. Here we go. So I harvested these chunks of barn beam about 4 miles down the road, 5 miles down the road. And when I did, I was pretty selective about what sections I took. I didn't want to take anything that had a bunch of nails in it or whatnot, but looks like we've got something rusty right there. So gonna have to dig that out or sharpen the tools a lot when we get there. So let's see if we can get it out of there. Yeah, this is working pretty good. Wonder how much this is gonna define what the shape of our bowl looks like. It's probably going to be pretty tall, I would suggest, but narrow at the beginning of the stem and then out like a traditional flower vase or something. Shall we try to pull it? Well, we managed to cut it off. She doesn't want to come out of there. All right, I guess we'll have to keep an eye on it, and when we get there, we'll get down a little deeper. We'll come up on it, and we'll come in on it, but we'll avoid that spot right there. Okay, where we are, I want it wide at the top, so as wide as I can get it, probably. We've got this nail here, so what I'm thinking is bring it up in here like this, continue up, and then flare out like that. In which case, we can cut both sides of this, make a ring, and then cut down in here and probably cut that nail out of there without having to hit it with our gouge. That's the plan. Okay, freshly sharpened tools. Mask and face shield on. Right, Phil? Okay, let's try to get that out of there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's chisel time. Gonna get my chisel, gonna get my hammer. Maybe go this way with it. Get a better strike angle here. Oh, well, there's some color there, but I couldn't swear that it's metal. Let's poke around in it a bit. It looks like wood at this point. I'm going with it's wood. Yay! Okay, the next thing to do, I think I'm going to hit it with the sandpaper, and then I'm going to use Danish oil, because Danish oil hardens in the wood. So I think I'm going to do that, and then we'll see where we go from there. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to treat this with Danish oil, natural Danish oil. It's been around a little while. We got plenty of it though, so we'll use some of this. All right, it's been overnight. Let's have a look and see what we got. Here we are. Oh, let's turn this guy on too. So we let that Danish oil harden overnight. It should be all fine. Okay, the second lesson that I learned on this job is if you're using something like Danish oil in the wood, expect to go through a whole lot of sanding discs. Look how packed that is. I got lots of them. They're packed right full of moist debris, okay? So if you're gonna use something like Danish oil or something else that hardens in the wood, you're gonna have to give time for this project to dry or be prepared to go through a bunch of sanding discs. That's the second lesson. We're gonna fill these in now with some black, medium thick Starbond adhesive and some sawdust from this job, okay? Okay, we're sanded up to 240 here. I'm going to go ahead and use some abrasive paste and wax as the finish on the outside. So let's get started. Okay, let's get some wax on there. Here we go. Probably should have cleaned it off before I did that. Stand a chance of getting some fibers in my wax. Once again, learn from me. Don't do what I do. Knucklehead. All right, we're gonna let that set. There's a spot. Didn't have any on it. Okay, it's been like a half an hour, 45 minutes. I have a little fresh wax on here, and we're gonna put it on there and then get some heat going. Here we go. Whoops, we wore the paper away there. I say we, but it was me. I did it. I'm not trying to throw you guys under the bus or anything. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. That glue or that CA glue that was there. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, thank you. Now we're going to part it right off of there. This is the end of our tenon. There we go. We'll get that cleaned up, get it turned around. So I chucked this up, and I don't think it's quite straight. I think the problem is that let's see if I can get a flashlight. I think that my tenon is too tall. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the tenon is touching the bottom of the jaws. The bottom of the inside of the jaws, and I'm not sure we're making 100% contact on this part of the jaws. So I'm going to take that off of there, and I'm going to use my grinder and grind some of that tenon down a little bit, because I want to make contact with this. You want to see how off it is? Here it is. That's not on center. It is over here, but further out you get, the worse it is. Okay, the third lesson. Are you ready for this? Is knowing how high to make the tenon on your piece. Now my chuck jaws, these jaws right here, have a 1/2 inch between the top of the jaws and the bottom of the jaws. Now if we come over here and we take our setup block, 3/8 of an inch, 3/8 this way by 1/2 inch this way, we can see that 3/8 would give us a nice tenon. And we can also see that we are, let's see, I don't know, best camera angle. You can see that this sticks out more than the wood does. There it is, there it is. All right, so that's less than 1/2 inch. And that's more than 3/8 of an inch. So there's your 3 lessons. So I guess it's a good time to tell you that this is not a commission piece. This is just something I'm making. If it works, I'm probably going to give it to the people that gave me the barn wood. I have 4 or 5 more chunks that I can work with to make other stuff, but I think I'll give it to them. A mother and her daughter. They've only owned the property a few years, so. All right, we're going to get at this with a gouge. Okay, freshly sharpened gouges, mask and face shield on.
good, not good. Oh no, we lost it. Oh, 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 oh.
It's easy to see why it broke. It had no strength. And now, back to lesson number 1, which is keep your camera on, turn your camera on. Because I recorded lots and lots and lots of hours of me doing this, and then I missed it when I was sanding this by hand, and it turned around and broke this corner right off of there. Broke it. I'm talking broke it off of there. That's right. Couldn't find any pieces. It would have looked good on camera. Maybe. I could have slowed it down, but keep your camera on. Turn your camera on. Hey, thanks for watching. Here's something you're going to like, and we'll see you the next time. Bye.